job before I go golfing for the rest of the summer. Which sounds believable enough, but it's not. Anyways, those guys have already gotten into the race. I gotta go ahead and join them. It's a 67 lap race here at Homestead. This is it, the final race of the season. The point gap right now, the only person that has a chance to knock off Jacob and win this series is Math Boy. He is only 5 points back, and this is the race that decides it. So we only have 4 drivers in today. Ghost is down 44, and Math Boy is down like 77 or something. Anyways, looks like the race has already started, and looks like 52 led one of the first couple laps. Oh, on the apron goes Jacob. What a save. Not quite. And now that puts Math Boy in front of him. As Jacob almost goes spinning. But now it's between the two guys who don't have a chance right now to win this thing. But right now, Math Boy has closed in 1 more point on that lead. He's down 4 now. As they run, Math Boy is only 2 points. You have to take into account the stages, which would bring it down to 3, and then also the finish of the race, which will bring it down to 2. So Math Boy only down 2 points. Meanwhile, for the lead, Ghost is going for it, and he clears the 10 car. Meanwhile, up in 3rd, we'll follow this 9 car who's battling right now for that playoff, well, at least for the championship. He's got a pretty good car, it looks like, around this track. Now, if he did lead the first lap, he didn't, by the way. He actually would have been +2 or +1 right now on that gap to Jacob. In the meantime, though, Jacob sort of running in the back, but right now the battle for first is heating up again between the 10 and the 48. The 10 car dives it all the way to the bottom. Can he get it back up the track? 48's in the wall. He will do it, though. 10 car is going to take the lead. Now back to the 48. Can he get there? He's going to dive it back down again. As these guys make it through 1 and 2. 48 now takes the lead. It seems like the bottom might be working just a little bit better. Meanwhile, that 9 car staying his ground. But here comes the 10 again. We're going to ride with him as these guys are catching the 42. And now the 10's taking the lead. And now the 48's coming back. He's going in for the spot. New leader to the 48. These two guys are going back and forth. The 10, though, is going to need at least 1 more lap there to get that run back. Oh, he might get it now. The 48 hit the wall. 10 car back in the lead. Oh, let's see how long this lasts, though. 10 car had to avoid hitting the wall. Here comes the 48. Trying to take away that spot. Those two guys not competing for the championship, but are competing for that win. In the meantime, though, the 9 car, the highest of the 2 championship contenders, that still has a chance, and he's in the wall. Coming out of turn number 2. As these guys make their way through 3 and 4, you can see Math Boy all the way back there, now just a dot in the distance. As the 10 car still trying to chase down the 48, going into 1 and 2 again, and now here he comes, 10 car back in the lead. These guys are battling back and forth. So it looks like stage 1 will just be these two guys going at it. But let's see though if they can lap the 42, yeah. If they do, I mean, it won't mean a whole lot, but it would help. As the 48 really dives it in there. Let's see if he can get it. Nope, he has to let off though to let the 10 have some room to make the corner, and the 10 will clear him again. Coming out of turn number 2. Now let's see if the 48 does it again. So through Homestead, you want to use a lot of the throttle if you're starting on the bottom and just slide up. Kind of like how you do usually at Kansas. You want to just use the bottom and slide your way back up in front of the leaders here. So looks like that's what these guys are doing. Meantime, we're riding up there with the 9. Let's actually go back to that lead as the 48 has now taken it. But watch the 10 car. He's going to have a run right here. Let's see if he goes. Yep, he's going to take it. And now he's going to full throttle it. He kind of hits the apron, which is kind of worrisome. So these guys are starting to catch that 42 car. 42 kind of just running by himself. He's the other one of the two guys who are running for the championship. But yeah, Mathboy needs to get second in at least one of these stages to close that gap again. Because right now it's only a plus 4-point gap for the 42, but if he gets the second in the next stage, or if he somehow gets the second in this stage to close it out. Oh, 9 car saves it. It looks like he actually was starting to lose some speed there. His car was loose. Oh, almost contact. 48 did a good job though keeping off the wall when he exited the corner there. So this guy's braking at turn number 3. And now these guys are starting to run a little bit lower, but the 48 now bumps up the 10. That'll help the 10 on exit, but 48's gonna have a better entry for sure. That inside line I think will heat up toward the end of the race. Oh, 10 car gets really off balance there, but he's actually going to be able to get a better corner. Now the 10 car goes for the lead. These two guys are running back and forth now. Competing against each other for this lead. Like I said, not competing for a championship, but for that winner's trophy. Meanwhile, I think the Constructors' Championship or the Owners' Championship will go to Hendrick. Since, I mean, they have 2 drivers in this series going at it. I think they're already, I think with the 48 alone, he already takes over with Mathboy as well. But these two guys, again, side by side. As for the 48 right now, if he were to stay right where he was, he's +2. He's up 2 more points. And I think he also led the first lap, which puts him now +7. He, I think, is down about 37. No, 52 led the first lap. I forgot. I think the 48 is down just 42 points. Meanwhile, 52 does not have a chance to win the championship. He's not even underneath 100, so he is not going to be a factor here. But he could actually factor the outcome of this championship. Now, like I said, let's bring up the possibility of Mathboy finishing second in one of the stages. If he finishes second in one of the stages, I mean, he's already +4, and then if for some reason Jacob just stays in 4th, I'll put Mathboy only +2. And if he finishes in second, we have a tie for that top spot, which I think will go to the 42. Anyways, the battle for the lead is heating up even more now. Oh, 48 again had a let off. That's a tight space there though for the 10. He had to squeeze it through the outside. Didn't hit the wall though. 48 did. So these two guys are gonna battle here for the stage win. But Mathboy really needs to get a stage win. If he does not win stage 2, he has to get a race win then to win the championship. Second place in this race and second place in the next stage, unless he finishes different in this stage, will not do it for him. Oh, 48 in the wall. That'll give the 10 a little bit more breathing room. And I think that actually does end stage number 2. Or stage 1 I meant. Gosh dang, I'm super tired. Yeah, so that'll end stage 1. Let's go talk to 52. You got a copy?
Si, senor.
Alright, well congrats on the stage 1 win. Are you hopeful to get a win here, although it won't be for the championship?
I mean, a win is always a championship in my book, but, you know, I'm trying to figure out who's up here and, you know, who's trying to lead the, you know, championship in points right now, but...
Well, as it runs right now, I think Mathboy is now down 4 points.
Okay, thank you. I know me and Ghost has been battling it out the most, and I think Jacob should be up here. I think he should definitely be up here soon, and probably win.
Alright, well thank you 52, and wish you the best of luck here throughout these last couple stages, with this last stage of the season. I don't know how to word. I don't word very good. Anyways, the 10 will lead us onto the restart, but let's actually follow the 42 car, as the green flag is back in the air again at Homestead. It's going to be between the 42 and the 9, so if the 42 does pass the 9, it's back to a +5. And now the 9 car, oh, he hits the apron! And he saves it? Yes, he does. That's huge for that 42 car, though. He needed that to happen. And now the 42 is going for the lead. Here he goes. He's going up the track. Oh, they're 3 wide almost. Oh, they're 3 wide for the lead. What a race this is coming out of stage 2. That 42 car knew he needed to just do something to win this stage and try and pull away from Mathboy, because if he does win the stage, it's a +3, so that'll be +7, and that would, yeah, unless the 42 finishes last and Mathboy finishes first, that would be the deciding factor. But right now it's just +2, it's a +6 gap. And Mathboy's not too far back. He still has a chance. He is maybe about a second back. Mathboy's doing a good job though trying to stay with these guys. But right now, it's all about that 10 and the 42. That's a huge battle going on. However, if the 48 does pass the 42, it will be a +5 gap in favor of Jacob. So let's see what happens here. Oh, contact! Huge contact! Oh, that shoved the 42 all the way up the track, and now he's got to go all the way back down because, I mean, he got rocked, and then the 10 car started to come on down there to take away the line. Oh, in the wall goes 3 of these drivers. But the 42 didn't hit the wall, but again, he just cannot get that good of an exit due to the fact that he is on the inside. Let's actually follow the other championship contender here, Mathboy, as he has a pretty good front seat to what's going on for the lead. It looks like the 10 car is going to battle back on the outside, but I think the 42 car might have him here coming out of 4. Let's see what line Mathboy's running. Oh, he ran a little bit too wide. He's in the wall. These cars are really loose once they hit the wall, especially at this track. Ghost is looking to make a move right now. They're 3 wide again. This time Ghost can make that move. Can he clear them? I don't think he can, but he's going to be close. I think the 10 car hit the wall there. So that means Jacob is now just +5 again. Just how they were earlier. Math Boy really needs to chase down Jacob right here. Let's actually go up to Jacob in the meantime, as he is running third. He's got a pretty good seat here to see these front two battle, and he might even try to go for the lead himself. If Math Boy though does make a comeback somehow, some way, this might be a very difficult championship to get for Jacob, as the 48 did hit the wall and the 10 car was a little sketchy there, but I mean there's not a whole lot the 42 looked like he could do, so he went ahead and let off. Looks like that 9 car is really starting to throw it in the corner, but I just don't think he's as fast as the 42 is around here. The 10 car again trying to do that dive bomb, and it just will not work. He actually had to back off so much his car got loose again, which is kind of not good. Oh, into the wall. 10 car in the wall. He's kind of swerving everywhere, but he got it under control. And now he's got the 10 car on him. Oh, 10 all the way up the track, and he's gonna hold that line. Well, that was a very scary moment though. If you're the 42, you're trying to make sure you dodge that 10 car, and he's kind of swerving everywhere, which doesn't really help you out too much. As let's see if that 9 car though can chase these two back down. Oh, 9 in the back. Oh, he hit the wall hard. He's spinning out, and that probably won't be a caution since it is just a 1 car. That's unfortunate though for the 9. That'll put him in the back. Which again just does not help him too much, but I feel like if someone else does mess up or they wreck or something, that might be enough to throw out the caution. Oh, 48! What happened to him? He just slipped off out of nowhere. And now he's falling back. And now the 42 has taken the lead. That's a +3 advantage to the 42. That will put him up 7 points over Math Boy. As they run right now, the 42 is, I think, +43 on Ghost. Almost 44. Man, that 10 car is really pushing it on entry, and then he has to let off a lot on exit due to the fact that he's carrying so much speed. Let's see though, 48 might have something for him. I think he's in the wall, almost. But he actually will lose the spot. He drove it in a bit too hard, but now he's going to pick up that run. Here he comes. He's going to go right back at it. I feel like the inside though is such a good line as well. You can defend a little bit more on the inside than you can on the outside, although right now 42, ooh. He blocked off that 48. I don't think the 48's gonna treat him very nicely. I think he almost pushed 3 wide for the lead there. I think best case scenario though for Math Boy is if, I mean, the 48 takes over and the 10 also gets the spot away from the 42. Meanwhile, the 48 though, he's gonna dive it in hard. He's almost in the wall. He is in the wall. 42 in the wall. Hits the 10. Oh, the 10 car almost hit the barrels, and he manages to keep it off near the inside wall. And now going up through the corners again. 10 car back in the wall. The 9 car though, running all the way in the back. We're not going to worry too much about him, as these three are running super close to each other. Oh, 48 almost in the wall. It looked like he might have touched it a little bit. The 10 though, he's going to get a run. Let's see what line he chooses. He's going to stay behind him. He wants to push him back to the 48. That might be a good call, because if these two start battling, that 48 car can drive away. Since those two have to use a little bit less throttle if they're battling one another. Oh, 42 got a heck of a run. He's actually going to take the lead. What a run that was. I think the 48 might have gotten loose again on the outside. That is a very dangerous line. Especially on like this track. The setup, usually you want to run a 6 on your slider. And this track gets super loose if you're up on that outside line and you're running one of those seams. It just sends you spinning almost. Oh, 48 back in the wall. Let's see if the 10 can stay with him though. I don't know if the 10 will follow his line. I think he does prefer the outside. We're gonna see which lines these drivers prefer throughout this race. Oh, 48 car sort of in the wall. The 10 though trying to chase him back down. And I think the 9 car might have wrecked. Even if the stage did end, we're not going to talk to the 42 since he stated that he does not want to talk. Alright, so yeah, the 42's down pit road. These guys are under caution. So the race winner off pit road obviously will be the 42. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Let me think. Hold on. Okay, no, I'm good. Sorry about that. So those two will be right next to each other again. We're gonna restart this time with the 42, I think. Oh, 42 having a problem on pit road. This could be a huge issue. Can the 42 get off pit road? Oh, 42 DC'd! That's a huge advantage to the 9 car. And now the stage is on again. I don't even know what happened, so I think 52 won the stage. We already talked to him earlier, so I don't think we're gonna talk to him now. But as they run now, I think Jacob got +1 again, so that's +5 for Jacob. But with him in last, all MathBoy needs to do is win this race. And that's exactly what MathBoy is going to go for. He's going to take the lead, and now he wants to win this thing. That is a huge, huge problem there for the 42. He DC'd, unfortunately. Suffered a virtual busted engine, it seems like. And the 10, oh, the 48 actually had a problem. 48 now going to go down pit road. Oh, 9 and the 10 are in the wall. Meanwhile, the 48, he's in pit road. Let's see what happens. He's going to be a lap down, it looks like. And now he is out, but he's a lap down, like I said. So that's a very difficult thing to come back from. I think he actually got shoved down into pit road, which is, again, really difficult to come back from, as these guys are about a lap ahead of him. As he's coming out of 2, these guys are about an entire turn in front. So as they run right now, let's see, 52 is at 40, MathBoy has 35, 33 goes to Jacob. So right now Jacob has the points lead by 3 points. That's the difference right now. That's what makes all the difference between those two. It's just the 10 car and the 9. That's all that remain right now, but those two guys could wreck at any time, so the 48 could get in there and ruin what could be a championship for MathBoy even more. Oh, contact! Huge contact! That's a big push there from MathBoy. He seems to enter in the corner with a bit more speed than the 10 car does. Especially with that draft, that helps as well. Oh! And the caution looks like it's come out. I don't think the 10 car's I don't think he's too happy with the 9. I can understand why, it's just a racing incident, but man, Mathboy is really trying to drive for that championship. I think the 10's got to understand that just a little bit, just see where the 9 car is coming from. He's also trying to win that championship. I know the 10 car is going to try and race for that trophy at the end of the race and win this thing, but that 9 car needs a win. Because I think the gap right now is +3 for Jacob. Unless Jacob DC'd on the final lap of stage 2. If that happened, the gap then is +2. Oh, 48 almost passed the 9 on pit road, as this is our first little race off pit road we got. So, if the 42 did actually DC before the end of stage 2, the gap then, because Mathway would finish 3rd in the stage, then the gap would be +2 in favor of Jacob. Or no, wait. Mathboy would gain another point. So go +4, and then he has... Yeah, it'll go +2 if Jacob actually DC'd after stage 2 ended. Anyways, the race off pit road brought to you by Sunoco. It'll be the 9, the 48, and the 10. So that 9 car needing a win right here. He's got to prove himself. If he does not win this race, he is not getting the championship. I'm not really shocked either that these guys are starting to take the bottom when they're leading the restarts instead of the top. Because that top line is such a hard line to restart on. Like, especially if you're exiting out of the corner, there's always that danger of you hitting the wall or just not being able to get going on exit as good. But as for like the 9 car, you can drive it in hard and try to pull it out on exit. So, let's see what happens here. The 9 car in the meantime does slip to the back for some reason. And there he is, okay. As we will watch from the 10 perspective, we got his on board. And a lot of contact from the 10. The 48 actually leads them to green, but he did not win the race off pit road. The 10 was all over him for some reason. Oh, 9 car's a little bit mad at the 48 now. He's driving a bit more aggressively. You can't really blame the 9 car either. I mean, that 48 did not have he did not have the restart, and the 10 wasn't even in the right line, and now both of them are messed up a little bit. 48 and 10 alike are messed up, since the 48 hit the wall in front of the 10. But the 10 car really shouldn't have been on the outside to begin with on that restart. He should have been on the bottom with Mathboy. But, I mean, he decided to go to the outside. And it looked like he was just pushing the heck out of that 48 car too. It was a really weird restart there. But now the 48 trying again. It looks like the 9 car is actually having issues exiting on, just getting through the corner and getting to the exit. Just does not have a lot of speed on that car. As now that Mathboy has lost the lead again, he is now just -2 away from the championship. And the 48, though, does not have enough points to win the championship, even if he does win this thing. I think what Mathboy should do is just stick behind the 48, watch what lines he's running without hitting the wall, and just try and stay with them. He's running the bottom. He's running really close to the white line. I wouldn't run there. I would probably run toward the middle group, but the 48 hits the wall. That's a huge benefit, though, for the 9 car. Now he's going to go for the lead. Let's see if we can clear him. Oh, a little bit of a slide up there by the 9. And the 48 does a little crossover as well. which now puts the 9 car back on the outside, but I think the 9 was ready to do the exact same thing. He's letting off a little bit. He's watching the 48 go up the track. Can he get it to stick? Oh, 9 car got a little loose. Alright, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, 48 back in the wall again. Going on entry. Oh, contact. 48 in the 9. Now here comes the 10. Oh, cut off. 10's run. The 10 had a huge run and he got cut off by the 9. Again, you can't really fault the 9 car, but I mean, in that instance, you probably could. That 9 car was a bit too aggressive and the 10 puts the 9 in the wall. Oh, that sucks, man. That might have cost him a championship. That is a really bad move there, in my opinion, but I mean, the 9 car kind of put that on himself, coming up like that, but I would not be surprised if the 9 car got back up to the 10 and just ran him over, I think. I mean, that's a championship. I mean, these two in the front are racing just for the trophy. I mean, is what it is. I think the 48 though is down minus, or I think it's about 38, something like that. So I'm gonna assume that or not 52, but Jacob lagged out before, or no, after the stage ended, so that means Math Boy is now only -4 from the championship. But these two guys could wreck. You'll never know. Oh, 48 and 10. Looks like he got a little bit loose again. Maybe just trying to avoid hitting the wall. He's been doing that a lot. Oh, 48 side is swerving. 10 car is a little bit as well. But looks like these two guys are going to run really close to each other. 10 car wants this win. But that 48 is going to battle him all the way back for it. Meanwhile, the 9 car is about like maybe half a straightaway back. He still has a chance. He's probably about 2.5 seconds back, maybe 3. In the meantime, though, at 10 and 48, up first and second here, at Homestead, Miami, looking to finish up the season with a win. Speaking of that, the 9 car, like I said before, needs a win here. After those first 2 stages didn't play out in his favor, now he needs a win to get this championship. Oh, 48, sort of in the wall. I think he might have scraped it just a little bit. I don't think he did too much, though, to slow him down. Oh, 10 car really drove it in. He drove that thing in deep. Just really could not get it on exit, though. It just was not working for him. Meanwhile, that 48, he has got a good gap. Oh, 9 car spins out. Whoa, all the way in the back. The 9 car actually did spin out. I think he entered in just a bit too hard. We'll see what they do. Alright, they have thrown the caution. Oh! 10 car hit the barrels. He got dunned on. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Looks like Jacob's now watching the race. He wants to see how this championship race end. I mean, this 9 car does have a huge shot right here. All he needs is just one chance to battle back for that win to get himself the championship. But right now it's between the 48 and the 10. These two guys have been 1-2 the entire race except for maybe about 7 or 8 laps. I think if this was played out any differently, probably it would have been the 42 and the 48, with the 9 and 4th and the 10 and 3rd. Seems like the 48 and the 10 are actually going to go down now. Although, I mean, the 9 just went down. There he is. He's racing it all the way back through 3 and 4. Oh, he's going to go back down. Dude, I cannot right now. Oh. Another guy just falls victim to the barrels. As the race off pit road, looks like it's going to go to the 10 and then the 48 and then the 9 will be 3rd. The 9 went back down. I don't think he took anything though the first time around, so... Oh, what? Something went wrong. Tap to retry. I'm tapping to retry. Oh, there we go. Uh-oh. That's not... Oh. No, this thing's not working. 421. Don't know how many laps are left in this race, but I can probably predetermine by how hard these guys will race after this restart. I think the intensity though for this race is kicked up to an 11. We'll see what the 9 car does with the 10, or if the 9 car understands why the 10 was frustrated. But we'll see what happens as the green flag is back out in the air and the 10 car jumped it. But he does have the outside advantage, since he is the leader on this restart, so that helps. Meanwhile, the 9 car was actually lined up in the correct spot. 10 car was not. The 48 hits the wall. Right now, the gap from Math Boy to Jacob goes down another number. If Math Boy can seal the spot, it's gonna be a tight one though. Nearly squeezed the 48 into the wall. 48 gets a really nice launch though, going into 1. Like through that straightaway. He had a really nice launch. Oh, 48 almost spins out. Oh, 9 car hit the wall. Everyone seems to be good though. That was a pretty sketchy little thing the 48 had happen. Like I said, the car just gets loose when you run that seam. It just does not help it. Just for some reason, for whatever reason actually, this aero package, especially this 2019 one, really makes your car loose. If you hit one of those seams the wrong way. And it also does it sort of in the 2018 in some tracks, but not very often, as now the 9 car is almost getting pinched down to the white line by the 48 through the straightaway. Can that 9 car lead? He's trying. Oh, they're 3 wide for the lead. Wow, they're 3 wide, and now the 9 car is gonna let off a little bit. Oh wow, the 9 actually had a pretty nice launch though. And now they're almost 3 wide again. They are 3 wide. They're going 3 wide again. Oh, contact. Oh, 48 and the 10 in the wall. 48, I guess the 9 didn't know how close it was. I don't think he knew they were 3 wide at that time, but still there was no excuse for that. And the 10 car again just almost, oh, he put the 9 in the wall. I don't know what the 10 car is doing, honestly. There's like no reason to really be racing that aggressive. I know I mean, that's definitely the 9 car's fault. I'm definitely not defending him. And the 9 car hit the inside wall. I don't think that'll bring out the caution though. No, I think that's the race. Wow. It's gonna end with the 42 being the champion for the season. I think the 10 car won the race though. I'd be pretty mad. Actually, no, they don't usually run this close. Yeah, that was the end of it. Wow, that was... Oof, I'd be pretty mad at the 40, or not the 40, but I'd be pretty mad at the 10 car if I were the 9. Nope, it looks like first place went to Ghost. Let's go talk to our race winner. Ghost, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Alright, so after all the 67 laps, you won this race. How do you feel after winning that one?
Jacob won the championship. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know Jacob won the championship. I was keeping track of the points pretty much the entire race.
My boy, man already knows he won. I already told him the points gap. And he was keeping track.
I think it was a +3 points gap. It was either +3 or +4.
+2, probably.
I'm gonna guess it was +4. I feel like that one sounds more right. Cause it kind of depends on when Jacob lagged out. Whether he lagged out.
He took a screenshot and actually pressed the circle button.
Oh. That's unfortunate. So, you think, yeah, when did Jacob exit out by accident? Was it like before stage 2 or was it when it was finished? So it was pretty much after stage 2 finished. So anyways, how do you feel about that win? After all that happened.
Wanted to say good race 52. Race hard. All race. Good way to end of the season, 14 wins. Target next.
Alright, well, congrats on the win, Ghost. And hopefully better luck for next season. Try to win that championship. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to our second place finisher, 52. Alright, 52, you got a copy?
Si, senor.
So, after all that happened, like, what happened between you and the 9 toward the end of the race?
Split up and got into him. Didn't mean to, but I was trying to keep it off of him. But couldn't do anything. Car was loose and got into him, and he came down a little bit.
Do you feel at least a little bit of sympathy for Math Boy after what happened?
Yeah, I mean, I wish that he could have won, but you know, accidents happen and other stuff. So.
All right, well, congrats on the second place finish, 52, and better luck for the next season.
Yep.
Alright, let's go ahead and talk to our third place finisher, Math Boy, and see how he feels. We're not going to talk to Jacob, because he doesn't like to, which is understandable. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk to our third place finisher, Math Boy. Math Boy, you got a copy?
Huh.
So, after all that happened during the race, and 52 gave his side of the story, how do you feel about what went on during the last couple laps of the race?
Well, I think it was too late for me. Hopefully I might see a regiment with a fly out in a little bit. But it was too late, and when we you cannot put me in a wall or him into me, but it was here, hopefully I will win a regiment with, hopefully.
From what I counted out, it seemed to be Jacob winning in a +3 over you.
He's to a point right now. We'll find out in a minute.
Alright, I just want to know if I'm right or not, honestly, but yeah, if you do win the championship, congrats, but if you don't, I mean, better luck next season, and try to get that championship one. Alrighty everyone, so that'll be it for the stream. Thank you guys for watching. This is the last one. This is the last commentary video we're doing for this season. I think we're gonna do it again. I think I'm doing it again next season, but I hope you guys all enjoyed. I think I'm gonna bring a league race. I'm gonna bring one league race for Martinsville Thursday. I think I'm just gonna do the truck series race. It's a bit simpler of a race. It actually kind of shows how we race. I don't think we race very clean per se. We're not too bad, but we're not the best. Alright. But yeah, I'll probably post up a league race Thursday for the truck series. But anyways, hope you guys all enjoyed. This ends the commentary series. So, from the booth, I'm your host, Douche Noodle, signing out. Peace, peace.